Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is the fair and generous behavior or treatment of others in the sports context, right? Then that also must apply to video games, except when it's video games, it relies more on who's winning and who's losing. With that in mind, there are times where people become very unreasonable either because they won or lost. And with that, there are many different types of reactions and responses, different types of stereotypes that the video game community brings. But there's only really three of them. Alright, so let's start off with the toxic. The toxic player is very, how can you say it, hostile. They spur out slurs, threats, they boast, and they will keep going until their vigor runs out. But when dealing with a toxic person in the online chat or just talking to them generally in game chat, it's best to keep your composure and just say it's a good game. Toxic players will usually back off from that. Or either that, if they continue, just state your point and leave. It's better not to stay with them because they're just feeding off from that. With that, toxic players will dwell around weaker ranking players in the video game community because they're easy to pick off from. And also because usually they're stronger than the weaker person, of course. It's easy to pick on people that way. It's easy to make them angry because they don't understand the game that much. Next is the helper. He's the nicest person that you can meet in game. They always help you in a benefiting way and always tell you to improve. They will literally help you in game chat and tell you how to improve yourself, well, based off their standards. Most of the time, They do hang around new players generally because they want to help out. So they will sacrifice their own ranking. They will always end up as a very close friend. They'll help you anytime and anywhere if you only have to do is ask. And you need people like that because the video game community you can't go alone in. You have to have someone with you. It's so that you can have more fun and not just walk around and stay sweaty for the entire time. Lastly, there's the completely and normal respectful one. Yes, the most generic of them all. They aren't too crazy about the end of the match. It doesn't matter whether they win or lose. But they would respect you and say, GG's. GG's means good game. Or well played. WP. Players like these are the most common and normal ones possible. They'll they will accept your skills and respect their own. They'll give you compliments, and most of the time you'll compliment back or say thank you. It's a nice way to. That's the way most gamers are. With that, sportsmanship can vary a lot and can be extremely rare in video games. I mean, half of the time, at least 1 in 10 games, you can hear at least one person say GG or at least say something that could be toxic or not. And it could be hidden a lot. A lot of players don't know sportsmanship even exists in the video game community because no one announces it. No one says it really because it's not a normal thing. Well, it is supposed to be, but no one just doesn't do it. It's because video games are very competitive. It's just like normal sports. It's best to respect it that way. I don't really get it these days where players don't know how to express themselves in a video game or even outside. But let's start doing that today. Thank you to my friend Erina who helped me out with the in-game chat acting. And here are some references. And lastly, thank you for stopping by.